Okay, as mentioned, last game of the 2012 football season, and this game will determine the winner of District 6 in the 8-man Division 1 in the Kansas State High School Athletics Association. St. John is guaranteed of a playoff spot, whether they win or lose, whereas Kiowa County must win to be guaranteed a playoff spot, and again, they will be district champions if they do that. If they lose, they will need Maxville to lose their game tonight at Fairfield in order to move on to the playoffs. Now, this should be a pretty evenly matched game between these two teams. Kiowa County again coming in at 6-2, St. John 7-1. They have played many of the same opponents this season. They have played 5 common opponents, and St. John is actually 5-0 against all those opponents. They have beat all of them. Kiowa County is 4-1. The one difference there is St. John defeated Maxville 54-28 when St. John played them, whereas Kiowa County lost 28-24 here in Greensburg about a month ago in a very good game that came down to the wire, yet Kiowa County did come away with a loss. Other than that, again, they've both played Kinsley, South Central, Fairfield, and Skyline, and for the most part, fairly similar outcomes on all of those, about the same margins of victory for both teams. So again, should be a pretty good game here tonight, we're hoping to see. And again, with fairly big implications as far as playoff goes, or the playoffs are concerned. So we're really looking forward to a good game here tonight. And as we go through the final announcement of the Kiowa County starting lineups.
Number 21, Evan Jacks. Number 24, Creighton McDonald. Number 40, John Terhune. Number 50, Eric Torres. Number 51, Rustin Artery. And number 58, Aaron Heft.
And as you may have noticed, tonight is Pink Out the Stands night, again raising awareness for research regarding cure for breast cancer, so worthy cause, and really glad to see all those pink socks out there. Now, both teams, again, Kiowa County is riding a 5-game win streak into this this game. Their last victory last week was against Attica here in Greensburg. Was not too close of a game. Kiowa County won that one 60-0. It was called at halftime. Again, Attica fairly shorthanded, only had 12 players suiting up that night, but Kiowa County was able to take care of business without too many difficulties. So Kiowa County definitely riding a lot of confidence going into this game. And one thing to note is going into the season, or for a large portion of the season, Kiowa County had run a kind of a pretty much a shotgun run package or a zone read. Typically what they do is they'd have two slot backs with the quarterback at shotgun, put one of the backs in motion, and again kind of do a zone read on whether the ball's handed off to the back in motion, quarterback, keeper, what have you. Whereas the game in Attica, they actually showed a more traditional power I formation, which had quite a bit of success. We'll see here early this game if Kiowa County sticks to their more traditional formation they've used most of the season, or with that power I, which really gave them so many positive results in that game against Attica.
Looks like the Mavericks have won the toss. They have elected to defer.
And Mavericks have won the toss. They will defer. And the Tigers are going to receive the first kickoff here to start the game. And Mavericks will start out with their backs to the wind, heading north to south, whereas the Tigers will start the game heading south to north. Again, at the start of this game, fairly brisk north wind, estimated about 15-20 miles an hour. All that is forecast to go down and dissipate and be a much more gentle breeze of around 10 miles an hour for the majority of this game. So, again, that will factor into the results. The kicking game, to the extent that we have kickoffs and punts, again, the team kicking off from north to south, or as you look from the cameras from left to right, again, that's the direction the wind is blowing. And we are getting lined up and getting ready to start this game.
Okay, it's time to make some noise.
And Powell will be doing the kicking honors for the Mavericks.
Trevor Powell set to do the kicking for the Mavericks. Miller and
Miller and looks like Davini are back for the Tigers. And here we go. Powell's kick is deep towards Miller. It will go back in the end zone for a touchback, and the Tigers will start from their own 15.
end zone as Miller and Claris are deep for the Tigers, and it'll be Tigers ball. First and 10 from their own 15-yard line.
And St. John lines up in an I formation. Nestor rolls around to pass. He has Long down the right side, and that's going to be a nice gain for a first down.
Pass to Long. Nestor's pass to Long is complete.
Long takes it out past the 30, out to about the 36.
And Trevor Powell on the tackle. That's going to be enough for a Tigers.
Sorry, that's a 31. The 15-yard gain on first down. So one play, one first down for the Tigers. Good start for them.
Tigers, you guys over there on Tiger land say first down.
Again, Nusser behind center. This time he hands it off. Handoff is to Skylar Brown, number 4. Pickup of a few for Brown. He'll take it out to about the 35. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Bring up second down for the Tigers.
This time the handoff goes to Long. He's going to be very close to a first down, maybe just a bit short.
And he is brought down by Creighton McDonald.
It looks like they may be measuring on this one. And the officials do call time.
Call for a measurement, so we'll have to wait.
Here comes the chain gang. And just by a couple links, but that is going to be a first down out to the Maverick, call it the 38-yard line, where Tigers have yet another first down.
Tigers are now into Maverick territory, just across the midfield line, where they will have a new second
And
down.
greetings need to go out to my esteemed colleague who just a little late didn't get his headset on here. Travis
Oh,
Barnes.
I just missed the first couple plays.
I think there have been 3, man. Come on.
Hey,
I
I
know.
thought about cutting across the field, but
I would have liked to see that, actually.
yeah, it would have been a little distracting.
Anyway, we got 1st and 10 for St. John here inside Maverick territory. It's again in the I formation. Nusser takes the snap, pitches back to Long. He gets around the right side and picks up a few yards. No, that's not Long. Sorry. That is Brown. It is St. John's fault for having 2 running backs.
Aha, I see. Same number or different number?
No, different number. Just,
Oh,
you know.
Bring up second down at
it looks like the Tigers are moving the ball pretty good here tonight, Matt.
They are. Again, they have 2 first downs so far on this drive. 1 via the pass and 1 via the run. 2nd and 6 here. Handoff again goes to Brown, again to the right side, but not as much room that time.
Skylar Brown.
Gets out to about the 32. Actually, the officials mark him down at about the 33. So that'll be 3rd and 4. This will be the best defense, or best chance the Mavericks have for a stop here on this drive.
I'll tell you this, I noticed on the way over here, Matt, it's pretty brisk outside.
It is. North wind definitely doesn't help matters, although I'm told it's supposed to die down as the game goes on, which will be nice. Nusser takes the snap. That's going to be an end around.
Oh.
That is sniffed out nicely by the Mavericks, and that'll be 4th and long.
Yeah, the Tiger running back there, Matt, ran into a little bit of trouble. He had to kind of stumble over one of his down linemen that had fallen down into the backfield.
That was Reyes on the run. Loss of about 6 brings up 4th and 10. We'll see what the Tigers do here. Backed up to about midfield with 10 yards to go on 4th down.
It looks like they're going to go for it.
It does indeed. And they were going to go with a couple of receivers split out to the right side. Nusser in the shotgun this time. Nusser drops back to pass. Throwing over the middle, and that is picked off. Trevor Powell with the interception just inside the 30, and the Mavericks will take over.
Yeah, Trevor Powell was in really good position there. He pretty much was shadowing the man cutting across the field and had a nice interception.
Nusser almost, I would say, forced that throw. There were a couple other defenders in addition to Powell there. So very tough throw. But interception is the end result, and Mavericks will take over. Looks like Powell will be doing the quarterbacking honors here for the Mavericks out of the shotgun. Powell keeps it running up the middle. He'll get out to about the 30, gain of 2. 2nd and 8. And just bring you up to speed, Travis, this is a game with big playoff implications for both teams. Winner of this game will be district champs.
Okay.
And St. John actually will be going to the playoffs regardless of the outcome. Kiowa County needs a win to be guaranteed of a playoff spot. And McDonald gets the handoff that time, running up the middle.
And if I understand correctly, in the event of a Maverick loss, then they also need Maxville to lose to Kinsley tonight, correct?
Mostly. I believe Maxville plays Fairfield tonight.
Fairfield, yes, sorry. They lost to Kinsley.
Mavericks can still make the playoffs, even if they lose tonight. But again, they need help from Fairfield to beat Maxville.
So we need to be cheering for Maxville, or for Fairfield tonight.
Or a Maverick win, even better. And Powell running up the middle. He is going to be just shy of a 1st down, it looks like to me.
Yeah, the Tiger defenders are getting some really good penetration and not giving Powell much room to move forward.
Yeah, it'll be 4th and 1, looks like. And we'll see if the officials measure. They are calling for a measurement, but from my angle, I do not believe he got it. But I'm usually wrong, so maybe that's a good sign for the Mavericks.
And wrong you are.
Yep, never fails.
I blame it on the angle we have up here from the press box.
That would normally be true, although I am about as close to a perfect angle on that call. I'm maybe 3 yards off.
But see, the listeners don't know that.
That's true. So, but I like being honest. Anyway, 1st down for the Mavericks. And Powell again out of the shotgun. Powell going to keep it up the middle. He fumbles it, picked up by McDonald. And it looks like they're going to call him out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. But that fumble works out definitely in Mavericks' favor. Was that a fumble or was that I think that was a...
That was kind of an attempted pitch there.
A botched pitch maybe.
Yeah, he did step out.
End result is a nice big gain for the Mavericks, and they are inside deeply into St. John territory.
That was a fairly risky play that Powell did there, pitching out the ball.
Never want to see the ball hit the turf usually on offense. Handoff goes to Behe, running around the left side.
Looks like there's holding on the play.
It looks like he was forced out of bounds inside the 5, but as Travis pointed out, there is a flag, and probably that will be against the offense. We'll see.
Nope, stepped out at the 1. Or at least that's where he was standing with the ball. It's a moot point.
Penalty will go against the Mavericks, and the officials will stop off the 10 yards.
He never did give me a signal.
And the referee never did give us a signal tonight, Matt.
No? Let's just assume, well, he just did.
Yeah.
So it'll bring up first and about 14, 15.
14 yards.
St. John definitely stacking a lot of defenders in the box.
Well, the Mavericks are a pretty run-heavy team, Matt.
Powell keeps it, runs up the middle, and he really doesn't have any room to run. We'll call that actually a loss of 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 15. But you're right. Throughout the season, Mavericks have been very, very heavily biased towards the run game. So St. John probably wisely, again, that's what they're scoping out on the defensive side of the ball. Handoff goes to Behe. He bounces out to the left side. And he loses the ball.
And the ball is fumbled. Are you going to give it to them?
And we'll see if the ball went out of bounds or was that recovered by St. John. And they say that St. John recovered in bounds, so
and the big Tigers ball, 1st and 10 from their own.
That possession will end in a turnover, so that's 2 possessions, 1 for each team, both ending in turnovers.
Fairly even matched.
Again, looking at the records and the results, probably expected going into this game. St. John 7-1, Kiowa County 5-2. Sorry, 6-2. Played 5 teams in common. St. John is 5-0 against those teams. Kiowa County 4-1. Handoff goes to Brown.
Skylar Brown on the carry.
He takes it out to about the 20.
Brought down by John.
Nice gain of about 5.
Going to bring up 2nd down and about 5.
Again, the Tigers lining up in their favorite I formation. Nusser hands off to Brown again. Brown running up the middle again. He'll come up just shy of the 1st down, out to about the 28-yard line. Be 3rd and 2.
Not to get all nostalgic here, Matt, but I do recall when we were in high school, St. John being kind of a nemesis for us.
On the football side, I couldn't say. I was not a football player. Though I do remember running against the track team quite often. So we were in the same league back then, not in the same league anymore, although we are in the same district. And Nusser keeps it. And he is going to get a nice gain out to about the 30 for a 1st down.
Yeah, his offensive lineman, Matt, did a really good job of opening up the middle gap and just pushed forward.
And that play was a little more quick to develop than the standard running play, which St. John's been running tonight. Usually they're, again, going back to a handoff to a back. That was just a straight quarterback dive up the middle, and again, good push from the offensive line. Handoff goes to Long this time. He falls forward for a gain of about 3.
Sorry, Ethan Long on the carry, and he is brought down by John Terhune. Pick up of about 4. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
St. John again, mostly staying with the run here early. Have a couple pass attempts.
Yeah, I did notice their first play from scrimmage was a pass.
And a 1st down, nonetheless. Option right, pitch to Long. Sorry, that's Brown. And he dives near the 1st down marker, and he is going to have a 1st down across midfield.
Brown did a really good job of catching the corner there, moving the chains. It'll be interesting to see if the Mavericks can keep him contained here in the next few plays.
First down and 10 from the Maverick 39. Nusser takes a snap, and he's going to keep it up the middle. Not much room for him that time. He gets maybe a couple yards out to about the 37-yard line of the Mavericks.
Pick up a couple. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
So 2nd and 8. Again, that's probably going to be key for the Mavericks, is trying to force some of the 2nd and long, 3rd and long, and maybe try to force the Tigers to pass a little bit here and getting longer down longer yardage situations. Nusser pitches back to Brown. He gets by the first tackler, running to his left, and he's got room in front of him. Makes a move past Powell, and he's going to get all the way in for a touchdown for Brown. 37-yard touchdown round for Skylar Brown. And just like that, the Tigers are up 6-0.
Really nice running by Brown there. He shucked off a couple tackles, cut it back against the grain, and had wide open field in front of him.
The Tigers will attempt, I'm guessing, a 2-point conversion. I have not seen many 8-man teams with a aggressive kicking game in my short time as an 8-man football announcer. And indeed, they do line up, and we'll see if they punch it in. Nusser keeps it, and he is not going to get across. He is stood up by the Maverick D, and Tigers are held to 6 points.
Really good job there by the Maverick D keeping him in. He got the ball and pushed forward, kept his legs moving, but the Maverick defenders did a really good job of keeping him on this side of the end zone.
So with 3:51 remaining to play here in the first quarter, Tigers get on the board first, lead 6-0. Let's see. Just going back over my notes, see if there's anything I want to bounce off you, but I don't know. I think we pretty much covered it. Again, the two teams have played 5 common opponents: Maxville, Kinsley, South Central, Fairfield, and Skyline. Of those games, the only loss is to the Mavericks lost to Maxville 28-24 in a very good game here at Maverick Field earlier in the season. Other than that, they're winning by similar margins against their common teams for the most part. So again, we're expecting a pretty good game here tonight, although St. John out to a quick 6-0 lead. But Kiowa County gets another crack here. Powell deep to receive, and that is going to be a squib kick, and that is covered by McDonald at about the 29-yard line. So St. John looks like they want no part of the Kiowa County return game and are content just to let them have decent field position out near the 30.
It says a lot about their confidence in the St. John defense.
Well, but to be honest, that first offensive series of the Mavericks, aside from that kind of busted pitch play, Mavericks did have a little trouble moving the ball, so confidence may not be completely unwarranted, although Behe, he has a lot of room out to the left, and he's going to gain more than enough for a first down out past midfield. So, again, continuing my streak of being wrong. Glad to see that. Good to be consistent.
Good to be consistent.
Again, that was about a 13-yard gain for Behe out to the 38 of the Tigers, where the Mavericks have a fresh set of downs. Powell out of the shotgun, and Behe and McDonald backs. The snap was fumbled by Powell. Behe gets the pitch, and he makes a couple of yards out of a play, which by all rights probably should have lost a few.
Yeah, Powell kind of muffed the snap there and really made nothing out of something.
Yeah.
Or something out of nothing.
So again, that I did not see the pitch personally, but to me that might have been kind of another dangerous play by Powell in that a pitch in kind of crowded territory.
Traffic, yeah.
But again, positive yardage for the Mavericks, so can't complain there. Be 2nd and 8. Handoff goes to McDonald, and he is going to be stopped at about the 34, or sorry, 36. No gain on that play. Be 3rd and 8. And these are the situations where Kiowa County really needs to avoid, again, with the struggles they've had in the passing game so far this season, is any long yardage 3rd down, they are at a big disadvantage. Again, the defense is stacking and very much looking to run, and it's difficult to get big yardage runs on 3rd and long. And it looks like Kiowa County was setting up the screen that time, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, Powell pretty much was flushed out of the pocket pretty quick there, even though it was a screenplay. And really was made to force that ball. It almost appeared like he threw it before he even looked where he was throwing it.
Well, definitely threw it before the receiver was looking to catch it. It looks like Kiowa County will set up to punt here on 4th and 8. McDonald gets the punt off, and that is going to go well out of the end zone for a touchback. And the Tigers will take over at their own 15.
Tigers ball, first and 10 from their own 15.
Have you spoke about pink out the stands yet tonight, Matt?
I have mentioned it. I haven't got into great detail or analysis, so if you would want to, feel free.
Well, as with most sporting events nowadays in the month of October.
Pause here to call the game. Brown gets the pitch. Not really much room for him. He'll make some positive yards, but called a gain of. Actually, that is not positive yardage. That is a loss. Again, streak of being wrong. Keep it going.
Yeah, it's okay.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
During the month of October, Matt, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the Mavericks have chosen tonight to participate by pinking out the stands. As you can tell, I'm wearing a pink shirt. Your white shirt is decidedly lacking in the shade of red that it needs to be. But
I should have found a red shirt to wash it with, but I didn't, sadly.
That's okay. I won't hold it against you.
Brown gets the carry again, and again, not really any room for him. He'll gain maybe 1 on that play, brings up 3rd and 10.
And also for the viewers at home, you'll notice that the Mavericks are wearing the fine shade of pink socks with their uniform.
Cancer survivors, the pink fire truck is down there. I'd like for you to go down and sign it. There's also some souvenirs.
So 3rd and long with under a minute left to play in the first quarter.
I also believe that at halftime they will be celebrating those women that are survivors, and men too, that are survivors of breast cancer, and we do have quite a few in this community.
Nusser drops back to pass. He's throwing deep, and he is going to overthrow everyone and bring up 4th and long.
Yeah, that was a really good series by the Mavericks. Maybe I should talk more about breast cancer the whole game, and maybe that'll help out their.
Could be. But 4th and 9, deep in their own territory. Got to believe that St. John will be punting here, although, again, I am dangerously often wrong. So
that's why you're a play-by-play man.
Exactly.
And not on the field.
And it looks like they are not even, what is this?
He's
It'll
quick
be
punt.
Quick drop kick. And that goes out to about the 25, so that's an interesting punting formation. But the end result, that was a nice long punt for St. John.
And strategically sound, too, because the Mavericks were taken off guards. I mean, is he in a spread formation to throw the ball? The Tigers have shown so far tonight that they are willing to air it out a little bit. I think it was a relatively good play call.
Again, can't argue with the results, as the Mavericks will face a fairly long field here with Powell back again in the shotgun. Handoff goes to Behe to the left. He'll get a couple yards out to the 27. Bringing up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, the Tigers are most definitely keying off of the tendencies of the Maverick offense. They're a fairly one-dimensional team, and the Tigers taking advantage of that.
Well, that's how we'll end the first quarter here. 6-0 lead right now for the Tigers. And we'll leave right now for a few words from our sponsors and hope you join us for the second quarter. welcome back. And hope you enjoyed that video. Again, state-bound volleyball team, the Kiowa County Mavericks. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. They in fact left today to get ready to start playing tomorrow. So
yeah, congratulations to the Lady Mavs. Good
absolutely.
luck at state. Powell's going to keep it, running to his left. Gets out across the 30, stays on his feet. Really good run by Powell there, breaking towels, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, he did a good job breaking tackles there. The Tigers defender had him dead to rights about 5 yards downfield, and he drug him for a little bit, shrugged him off, and pushed forward for a first down. Good hard running.
See the replay there, and again, just that was all Powell right there. Either dragging defenders, running them over, but again, nice 10-yard gain or so. First down. Powell's keeping it, running to his right. He's got a lot of room in front of him. And he's going to get out near the 20, calm down at about the 22, or sorry, the 17.
Yeah,
So
he really found a hole there, Matt. Had some nice blocking out in front and really close to putting it at or near the goal line. But
so first and 10 for the Mavericks with a really nice start here to the second quarter. Handoff goes to Behe. He runs off to the left. He's got some room, and he's going to get inside the 10 for another Maverick first down, first and goal.
the Maverick offensive line is really doing a good job of setting up blocks in front of their running game. The whole first quarter looked like the Tigers were doing getting a really good push or a really good push defensively, but looks like Coach Young has found a blocking scheme that's working, and they're moving the ball down the field, Matt.
Again, started this quarter about back near their own 30, but now they're inside the Tiger 10 looking for 6 points. Handoff goes to McDonald, and he cuts in after running to the right. He'll get into about the 6-yard line. Gain of a few. So it'll be second and goal. One thing about the formation that the Mavericks used, usually, again, it's a pretty safe bet. No matter what the Mavericks do, they're going to be running the ball on 90% of their plays. But they do have a little misdirection, and it's very difficult to decide who's going to be doing the running and in what direction. So they do have a little bit of misdirection in their offense.
And they do a pretty good job of disguising the pitches. The quarterback, Powell, does a really good job of faking handoffs. And
on that carry, Powell gets it inside the 5, where it'll be third and goal. So Mavericks will have a couple plays here to try and punch it in and see if they are able to do so and tie up this game. Powell's going to keep it again, and he is going to get in, and following his blocks, no problem. 6 points.
Credit goes completely to his offensive line there, Matt. They just put their heads down and pushed forward. Powell just followed him right into the end zone.
Again, look at the replay here, but pretty much just Powell, no resistance whatsoever, just following his blocks and going in for 6. And here the Mavericks will try to get the lead on the 2-point conversion. Low snap. And Powell is not able to punch it in, so we have a tie game. So just as we were hoping for going into this game, it looks like it's going to be a good one. 6-6 here in the early goings in the second quarter.
Yeah, this is every bit as advertised. Very evenly matched teams, momentum swinging back and forth. We'll see how well the Tigers answer on this next drive.
Again, these two teams are fighting for the district championship for District 6 in the western half of eight-man Division 1. Is that how you phrase that?
Yeah, that would be accurate.
Close enough. Again, St. John currently leading the district with a 5-0 record in district play. Kiowa County right behind them at 4-1. And again, if Kiowa County wins tonight, they will own the tiebreaker over the St. John Tigers. Still a lot of football here to be played tonight. Here we go, ready to kick off. Powell kicks it deep, and that will barely get into the end zone, but it does. That will be a touchback. And Tigers will start at the 15. So St. John will try to answer that score of the Mavericks with one of their own. 9:36 to play here in the first half. Nusser drops back to pass, looking to his left, throwing deep. And that is just over the head of number 9, Dean Wade. Coverage on that provided by Creighton McDonald.
Yeah, Creighton had his eyes on the ball pretty much the whole way. He was in decent position that if the quarterback would have either underthrown the ball or been more on target, Creighton would have had a good chance at either knocking the ball away or even making an interception.
As it stands, an incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. And Nusser is going to go out of the shotgun this time. Drops back to pass again. Again, looking deep down the left side. And that is picked off on a nice play by McDonald. So interception number 2 for the Maverick D, and they will take over near midfield.
And again, Creighton in perfect position, saw the ball coming at him, went to knock it down, but it just happened to get a fortuitous bounce up in the air and caught it on the rebound. And
again, it looked like McDonald was going for the safe play, just wanted to bat that down for an incompletion, but instead of batting it down, he just kind of batted it to himself and came up with an interception. So 1st and 10 from their own 38. Handoff goes to McDonald off to the right. He bounces off a tackler. And he gets out for more than enough yardage for the first down, out to about the 28-yard line of the Tigers. So definitely some momentum building right now for the Mavericks.
Yeah, I like to see that next play. You know, the play after he gets an interception, he gets the handoff to the ball and gets a first down. Momentum is definitely on the Mavericks side right now, Matt.
So 1st and 10 from the Tiger 28 as Mavericks look to take the first lead of the game. Fumble on that play. Looks like Powell came up with it, but that will be a loss of a couple.
That could have hurt pretty bad. He was really lucky to get back on top of that one.
Definitely would be a momentum killer. Although that would not be the first time. Again, on the first possession of the game, ended in a turnover for St. John, but the Mavericks returned the favor on the other side of the ball. So, crisis averted for now. 2nd and 12. And Powell, he takes it up the middle, and he is not going to be caught.
That was a good play call. It almost looks like Powell kind of bobbled the snap again there, but he stiff-armed a guy as he came through the line, and nobody could catch him. Turned on that state-class speed and went into the end zone.
So Mavericks lead 12-6 and try to make it 14. Actually, probably could. McDonald gets the handoff, and he is not able to get it in, and so the score remains 12-6. And just going back to that Powell play, one of the dangers I think that St. John has in stacking so many defenders in the box is once Powell got by one or two of them, there was absolutely no one back in the safety position. So he had no trouble at all pushing it in for a touchdown. So 12-6, and we'll break right now. I'd like to mention one of our sponsors tonight, 3-Tier Strategy. This broadcast is made possible by 3-Tier, quite literally. They provide the streaming services and content delivery services for the Kiowa County Media Center, and without them, this broadcast would not be possible. So thank you to 3-Tier Strategy. If you have any video streaming or content delivery needs, please look them up. As Powell sets to kick off again. It's again, deep line drive kick for the Mavericks, but that one is going to go out of bounds, so we'll see what St. John elects to do.
Kick it again.
It's like, yep, St. John will make the Mavericks free kick, so maybe St. John is looking to see if they can make something happen with their return game here. Once again, Powell kicks it off. It'll be a line drive swib kick. Ramirez fields it, running off his right, and he's got some room, and he's going to be forced out of bounds by Powell, but that's a nice return for Ramirez, and St. John's going to start with good field position.
Yeah, he got a really good return on that kickoff. Not many defenders there to stop him.
Well, that's one of the problems with lower line drive or squib kicks is they get to their destination quickly and don't give you your defenders time to get downfield and get in position to make a play. Nusser going to line up in the shotgun again, so St. John going to more passing positions, formations, although they're running that time. Nusser keeps it out to about the 35. Nice gain of about 7 yards.
Nusser's a really, really powerful runner. He really knows how to keep his legs moving, lower shoulder, takes the fight to the defender instead of trying to avoid it. Qualities I like to see in a ball handler.
Again, Nusser, the quarterback for St. John, one of their larger players, listed at 6'1", 190. So second, and we'll call it 2 here. So again, Nusser lines up in the shotgun. Again, similar play, running it up the middle. Breaks a tackle, gets out inside the 30, down to about the 27. So nice, 2 nice runs for Nusser, sets up that first down. So 1st and 10 from the 27 for the Tigers. It's again, early in this game, Tigers were pretty consistently going to an I formation, more of a running formation. This drive, they're definitely going for the passing. Quick pass out to the left is complete, gain for about 4.
Caleros caught that pass.
Brings up 2nd and 7. All of a sudden, that's not a bad defensive play for the Mavericks. Again, just a quick pass to get the ball outside. Got to have good tackling for your D-backs, and the Mavericks got it there. Nusser running to the right. Going to pitch it, and pitches it right out of bounds. So
got a lucky bounce there.
We'll see where the officials mark that ball. It's back out to the 27, so that we'll call that a loss of 1 on the play. 3rd and 7. .6:57 left to play here in the first half. Mavericks lead 12-6. Nusser again in the shotgun. Pitch to his left. Brown gets it, and he is going to get in for a touchdown. So a quick pitch to Brown works out well for the Tigers, and they have tied this game up.
Yeah, Brown really had a defender in his face right shortly after he got the ball, but did a really good job of just finding the corner and taking it in. Tie ball game.
Yeah, once Brown got around Heft, really, he didn't have too much in front of him, so just had to beat the one defender on the end, and he got it in for a touchdown. Nusser drops back to pass, and he finds Wade in the end zone, and that is our first successful conversion. And Tigers retake the lead, 14-12.
And a reminder again, tonight is Pink Out the Stands. Support your Kiowa County Mavericks and breast cancer research by wearing pink at this game you're at now. So if you're watching it via the internet, please be wearing something pink.
And throwing some pink and get out here in the nice cold north wind.
Absolutely, absolutely. We still got a lot of ball to play tonight, and it's looking to be a really good game. So if you're not doing much, you're just sitting at home here in Greensburg or Haviland or Mullinville, please head this way. Come support breast cancer. Come support your local Mavericks. Breast
Even if
cancer
you're in St.
research.
John, it's not that long of a drive.
No.
You could make the second half.
You could. You could. It drove fast.
And deep kick fielded by Powell at the goal line. He's going to bring it back. And he's got some room, and he brings it out to about the 25. So nice return for Powell, 25 yards.
Brings it all the way out to the 25. He was tripped up by Brown. And the Mavericks ball. First and 10 on the 24-yard line.
So Mavericks will try to answer that score with another one of their own. Low snap. Powell hands off to Behe. Spins off a tackler. They're going to mark him down. No fumble.
Ball does come out, but he's going to be down by contact.
Gain of about 3. Second and 7.
Second down and 7.
Powell's going to keep it, running up the middle. He gains, call it about 4 or 5. Be third and short. Call it third and 2. Powell keeps it running to his right. He's going to get enough for a first down. Still on his feet. Inside Tiger territory.
Yeah, as the game's progressing, Matt, Powell just keeps running harder and harder and harder. He's really doing a good job.
Making tacklers miss, as you see there in that replay. First and 10 at the Tiger 37. I'd just like to observe that it's very handy having the replay feed here in the booth.
Very much so, yes.
Have not had that luxury most of the season, although we have it now, and it's very handy. Behe gets the handoff.
And our film crew does a wonderful job of getting the shots in the right positioning.
Yeah, got a big props to the cameraman, also the crew in the trailer. Put on a really good production. So after a 2-yard gain for Behe, Mavericks have second and 8. And after a fumbled snap, someone apparently covered the ball in oil because no one could come down with it.
Cold football.
Yeah.
6 guys touch the ball.
So turnover for the Mavericks, and that could be a big momentum swing as we get near the end of the half.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot. Tigers did a good job covering that ball. let's see if they can capitalize on this turnover and kind of break this game open a little bit. Put a little bit of a
They'll have
lead.
an opportunity here with about 4.5 minutes left to play in the first half, and have the ball at the Maverick 30. Trying to decide where that camera is mounted for that shot, Travis. You say the southeast corner. Oh, play clock. Yes.
Right underneath the play clock on the south end zone. And I'd like to give thanks to the Kiowa County EMS, who's just brought Matt and I some pink tackle breast cancer towels up here. So
rally
for those
towels.
in the stands that are getting rally towels, we thank you very much, EMS. What a wonderful cause to fight. What a nice towel to take home.
And as we get ready to resume play here, official timeout. Not sure what they're seeing, but now they're allowing play to resume. St. John again going with a shotgun formation that was very successful for them last half. Nusser keeps it running to his right. He's got a lot of room. He's going to get out to about the 22, gain of 8.
Nesser's doing a really good job carrying the ball for the Tigers tonight, Matt.
Very much so. Again, they've run that play a few times since they've kind of switched their formation and scheme, but it has been very successful for them so far here in the second quarter. Handoff goes to Brown, and he is met immediately by Eric Torres.
Yeah, he pretty much ran into a brick wall there. He had all his forward momentum, just bam, almost bent him backwards. That was
just got maybe 1 or 2 steps after getting the handoff, and he wasn't going anywhere after that. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. So big opportunity for a stop for the Mavericks, and St. John wants to talk over their offensive strategy. Again, big down here coming up. And welcome back. A very big 3rd and 4 here for the St. John Tigers. Nusser, quick pass to the left, and that is going to go for a first down. That is, who was that? Number 45, Omar Ramirez on the reception. So quick pass to the outside, gets St. John a first down, and again, they're going to look to extend their lead here before we head into halftime. Although we do have 3:23 left to play. Be 1st and 10 from the Maverick 13.
very well designed play going in to convert that first down.
Musser with a quick handoff to Long, who dives forward inside the 10. Call that a gain of about 4, 2nd and 6. Tigers back in their I formation. again, handoff to Long, and good play by the Mavericks D there. Still picked up a couple. Bring up 3rd and 4.
Big third down play upcoming, Matt.
Again, similar situations last time, although you've got to think that this is 4-down territory for the Tigers. But again, on 3rd and 4, just like last 3rd and 4, St. John's going to take a timeout. So here we are, 3rd and 4, big play. Nusser going to pass, and he has Wade open across the middle for 6 points.
Nice pass play, well drawn up. Maverick defenders weren't even in position. Easy pitch and catch.
That would be fair to the Maverick defenders that it is tough to defend a receiver who's 6'7".
Yeah, he does have a slight advantage going up when the ball's.
Throw it up there and hope he can get it over. And Powell is tasked with covering him, and Powell is at 5'8", so, you know, giving up a foot to the receivers, a little hard to defend. And once again, the passing game working for the Tigers, and they now lead 22-12. 2:16 left to play here. You got to think Mavericks really need a score here to close out the first half, get a little momentum back, or this may be out of their reach fairly soon in the second half.
You know, there's plenty of room for adjustments at halftime.
That is true. Although, again, got to give St. John credit. They have made adjustments themselves. They've shown a couple different offensive schemes and really had some success with both of them. Again, running out of the shotgun with some option plays and some passing plays, and also just running a few out of the power I and just kind of smashing the ball forward.
Yeah, and Nusser's doing a really good job carrying the ball, throwing the ball. I'm very impressed.
Powell deep for the Mavericks, set to receive. We'll see if the Tigers kick it deep or if they'll go a little shorter. And they will kick it deep. And deep enough to get a touchback. So with 2:16 left to play here in the first half, Mavericks will have, in college this is so easy, 75 yards. See, it's 40 plus another 25, it'll be 65 yards to go.
80 minus 15, Matt.
80 minus 15, that works too. Math is so much easier in base 100.
Base 80 is not very fun.
Behe gets the handoff. Quick move. He'll get it out to about the 19. Officials actually mark him out at the 18. Don't know if I agree with that spot, but be 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Well, and the clock still runs. It doesn't look like he got out of bounds on that play, Matt. That might come to hurt him with the time running off the clock.
Well, it's a good point, again, with the heavy reliance that Kiowa County has on the run. It can be difficult for them to get a quick drive together, and again, when they're facing a ticking clock. Powell's going to keep it, running up the middle, gets by a couple defenders, still on his feet. He didn't have a big gain on that play, but really good run nonetheless, getting by defenders. And he is slow to get up, which you never want to see, especially for your starting quarterback. Looks like he's going to stay in the game, which is nice to see. Still a big third down for the Mavericks, 3rd and 4. We've had a lot of those recently, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he looked like he got a pretty good shot on the knee there in that play.
So big third down for the Mavericks as we have less than a minute to play here in the first half. Mavericks down by 10. Handoff goes to McDonald. He gets out past the 25, so that will be a first down. Stop clock with as they move the chains, 48.1 seconds left to play.
I said that's going to be enough for Maverick.
Powell's going to keep it running up the middle, dragging defenders, and he gets a nice 5 or 6 yard gain. And Mavericks are going to take a timeout, stop the clock with 31.1 seconds left to play in the first half.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that they hadn't used their timeouts earlier, Matt. They've left a lot of clock on the expire.
Well, there are two sides to that. Again, deep in their own territory on third down. Again, if you turn it over, you're giving that much more time for St. John to make a play and maybe even extend their lead if they aren't able to convert. Again, now they're closer to midfield and have, more guarantee that St. John's not going to be able to score, and the Mavericks are concentrate on scoring themselves. So 2nd and 5 for the Mavericks. Just over 30 seconds left to play in the first half. Handoff goes to Behe. Still on his feet. He's got room in front of him.
Bounce.
He gets down inside the Tiger 30. So first down with 22.5 seconds left to play.
Nice bit of running there by Keenan Behe.
Again, nice long gain inside Tiger territory. And looks like that may be too many players on the field penalty against the St. John Tigers. They made a late substitution. Not sure that player got off the field in time. It is indeed too many players on the field for the Tigers. Hey, I was right.
You were right. I was going to comment on that. That is very fortuitous for the Mavericks, and good heads-up play of catching the Tigers off guard.
So 1st and 5, although really Mavericks less concerned about first downs and more concerned about getting in the end zone. Behe running to his left, and he is going to get inside the 10.
And a flag.
And a flag. That late hit, perhaps?
Face mask.
Face mask.
I believe.
So 10 seconds left to play here, and Mavericks will indeed have a pretty good shot at punching it in. We'll see how close the penalty gets into the end zone. This is a 5-yard face mask against the Tigers. So that will push the ball down to about the 4-yard line.
10 seconds off the clock. It's about down to one play with the speed that the Mavericks move the ball.
Well, the Mavericks do have timeouts left, so they may get a second shot if the first doesn't work. But that's a moot point because the first works. So 6 points as Powell and the keeper brings in for a touchdown. And a nice momentum swing going into the second half for the Mavericks. They will be down either 2 or 4 pending the extra point conversion.
Really good job of pushing the ball down the field with a short clock.
Yeah.
Putting them in position to score, scoring,
Well,
making this a ball game going into halftime.
Handoff goes to Behe, and he is going to get the corner, and that's 2 more points. And this looks like it'll be a 2-point game heading into halftime, although there is still 6.8 seconds left on the clock. So Mavericks still have to defend on the kickoff and maybe even one final play for the Tiger defense. But still, got to be feeling good going into halftime with a nice drive heading to close out the first half.
Really good drive.
All right, we have 6.8 seconds left to play here in the first half. Mavericks coming fresh off a very quick touchdown. Ramirez is going to field that. Running to his left, he breaks a tackle. And he is going to be forced down at about the 35-yard line, and that's going to be the final play of the first half.
And if I remember correctly, the Mavericks get the ball to start the second half.
You are correct, because the Mavericks deferred they won the coin toss and deferred. So Mavericks will have a nice chance to get the lead with the first possession of the second half. Again, 20-22, really good game as we thought it'd be, and again with the district championship on the line. So we'll take a break here for halftime, and hope you'll join us for the action in the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take
pink representing the color of love. The roses will be presented by Superintendent Darren Hedrick, Kiowa County Schools, and Rosa Spainhour, Kiowa County EMS, and Pink Out the Stands Coordinator. First we have Lona Carson, and Deborah Carter. Mitzi Hessler, Bonnie Larkin, Christy Little, Carolyn Morton, Mary Reset, Susan Stats, and Jane Wade. Tonight we stand and honor the mothers, daughters, sisters, aunts, and friends who have been affected by breast cancer and remember the loved ones who we have lost. Let's show these beautiful ladies our love and support and give them a big round of applause.
Volleyball
for the Kiowa County Signal. Follow his interview scores and highlights on Twitter. Or at
Welcome back to the second half of this game between the Kiowa County Mavericks and the St. John Tigers. And based on the first half, it's been a good one. Mavericks are behind 20-22, although they scored a late touchdown in the first half to draw it close, and they will have the ball here to start the second. So, again, this game does have playoff implications. The winner will be the winner of the division or District 6 in 8-man Division 1. Mavericks win. They're, again, champions and in. St. John will still get in the playoffs regardless of the outcome of this game.
Right.
If they win, they're district champions. If not, they'll be comfortable second in the league. If the Mavericks lose, however, they have a shot of still making the playoffs. They need some help from Fairfield if Fairfield beats Maxville tonight. And judging by the score that they were announcing at halftime, looks like Fairfield is on their way to a victory there. So still, Mavericks would probably much rather win this outright.
Yes.
Yes.
They would much rather win it outright.
Really,
it's always good to go in under your own devices as opposed to having to rely on the success or failure of others to get in.
Control your own destiny.
Absolutely.
So here comes the kickoff. Powell is deep for the Mavericks. And short onside kick. I'm not sure if that was a squib or an onside, but it ended up being close to an onside.
McDonald did recover that.
So good field possession for the Mavericks. They'll start at their own 35.
It's good. It'll be interesting to see if they can capitalize on the momentum they gained going into the first half.
And quick flag there. False start, perhaps, I'm guessing. Likely culprit when play is called dead before the play even starts.
Ah.
That is the second time this game that a too many men on the field penalty has been called on the Tigers. Living dangerously with late substitutions.
Actually, they lined up with 9 there. There was not a late substitution. They actually had 9 men on the field lined up to play.
Either confusion on the defensive end or just trying to pull a fast one. But 5 free yards for the Mavericks, so 1st and 5 from midfield. Powell carrying it up the middle, has some room. He's going to get out past the 35 for a first down. Call that a gain of 7 out to the 33-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Mavericks here this second half.
Get aided by the short kickoff and the quick penalty. Mavericks already in Tiger territory. Handoff goes to Behe on the left side. He makes a quick move, and he is going to have another first down. So, again, the momentum the Mavericks had at the end of the first half does seem to be carrying over here into the second.
Behe did a good job of getting behind his blockers, his down lineman pulling on that one, and just his small stature really aided him on that play.
And here, take a look at the replay, but you're right, just standing, getting behind those blockers and around the left corner there. So 1st and 10 from the 22. Handoff goes to McDonald. He has stood up, unfortunately, for the Mavericks. That's going to be a loss of about 3.
Looks like the ball came out. Oh, but the refs are going to say that his forward progress was stopped on that play. So no fumble.
So no fumble, although it looks like forward progress called. Still a 2-yard loss for the Mavericks. 2nd and 12. Powell going to keep it up the middle. Still on his feet again. Tough running from Powell here this evening. Breaking tackles and kind of dragging the pile. He gets it inside the 20. Gain of about 5, 3rd and 8. Handoff goes to Behe, but still on his feet. Still not much room. Good penetration from the St. John line. And he'll lose a yard or so.
Yeah, St. John did a good job of ferreting out that play.
Be 4th and 10. So here deep into St. John territory, got to believe this is going to be a big 4th down conversion try for the Mavericks. 4th and long, we'll see how it goes. Low snap. McDonald trying to pass, and that is complete. That is number 58, wow. Aaron Heft on the catch. Good concentration. There was a defender right there with him, but he came down with it.
That was sheer willpower there. Aaron Heft fought off the defender, got his hands on the ball, converted the 1st down. Big 4th down conversion for the Mavericks here.
So Mavericks pulling out a little trick play there. Works out for him. Heft with a nice reception inside the 10.
And good heads-up play to see where he was on the end zone as well.
And 1st and goal. Again, good penetration by the St. John line, and they're starting to have a little more success defending the Maverick run game on the tail end of this drive. Be 2nd and goal from the 10. Handoff goes to McDonald. He's passing again. That is intercepted. That is number 80, Francisco Caleros, on the interception.
Yeah, Heft wasn't open at all on that play, and McDonald just tried to lob it up there, and the defender undercut the pass and had the interception.
It was the exact same play call as the 4th down conversion play, and trick play worked the first time, but St. John, with the old adage, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. They sniffed that play out that time and came up with the interception. Although they are pinned deep in their own territory, and they'll start from their own 2. Nusser running to his right. He'll gain a few yards.
Looks like there's a face mask call on that play, Matt.
Did you happen to see who did the face masking?
Think maybe Artery. I know he was in on the tackle.
Yeah, I was mostly asking for team, but that does go against the Mavericks. So St. John will get a little breathing room here. The ball gets out to the 10.
Yeah, it was incidental contact there by Artery.
So brings up 2nd and short. And again, Tigers get a little bit of breathing room. Musser in the shotgun.
Delay of game.
Delay of game. So 5 yards Mavericks gave the Tigers. Tigers given right back. So it'll be 2nd and 7 rather than 2nd and 2.
So that penalties pretty well offset each other.
Exactly offset should be, provided the officials stepped it off right. Low snap, Nusser throws to his right. One hops the pass, that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Reyes out there on the right.
Big conversion here, Matt, for the Tigers. They're still pinned up against their own end zone. The Mavericks can get a stop. They'll get good field position with the ball.
3rd and 7, big down here with the Mavericks down 2. Nusser drops back to pass, looking to his right, throwing deep, and he had a receiver open. That was number 45, Omar Ramirez. Unfortunately, Ramirez not able to come down with that pass, so it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, Nusser threw a real pretty pass there to his receiver, Matt. Ball hit the receiver in the hands. He just couldn't hold on.
Yeah, Ramirez actually looked like he might have turned himself around on that. and kind of made a tough catch. Just he had the ball in his hands, didn't come down with it. So, and there's the spread punt formation, which we've seen from the Tigers already tonight. Quick, very high punt. Not very much distance, unfortunately, for the Tigers, and that only gets out to about the 26, where it's down by Reyes. So Mavericks going to have good field position here with 8 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, the Mavericks did a really good job stopping the Tigers on that possession, keeping them from capitalizing on the interception thrown at the goal line and getting them the ball back in decent field position.
So Mavericks take over. Powell going to keep it running to his right. He'll get inside the 25, down to about the 24. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8 for the Mavericks.
Powell takes the snap, running forward. Gains another couple yards, but that's still going to bring up 3rd and long for the Mavericks. Call it 3rd and 5. So another big 3rd down here for the Mavericks. Powell going to keep it again, running to his right yet again. And yet again, he'll gain a few yards, but come up short of the 1st down.
Looks like he fumbled it, Matt. And,
yeah, well, I'm not sure you can give that forward progress on the fumble.
Yeah, you can.
Well, apparently the officials do not agree. So it'll be 4th and 3 or 4 for the Mavericks. Again, inside the 20 of their opponent, they will be going for it on 4th down here. We'll see if they can convert. Handoff goes to Behe, and he does get enough for the 1st down. So big 4th down conversion for the Mavericks.
Good hard running by Behe again. He just followed his blockers, saw the open gap, and punched it ahead for the 1st down.
So with that 1st down, be 1st and 10 from the St. John 13-yard line. Ball keeping it, running to his left. He's got some room. That's going to be close to a 1st down. We'll see where the officials spot it. That looks like it will be a 1st down. Powell gets down to about the 2.5-yard line, so 1st and goal. Mavericks with a shot at taking the lead yet again. Again, had a lead briefly in the 2nd quarter. Powell keeps it, running straight up the middle, but not much room. Gained maybe half a yard there, 2nd and goal.
This could be a very big defensive stop for the Tigers if they can keep the Mavericks from punching in and maintaining their lead.
Again, talking about momentum swings, that would be a big boost to their defensive confidence. And Powell there with the spin move, again, inching closer to that goal line, but not getting in. Gets down to the 1, be 3rd and goal from that yard distance. Now the Mavericks again getting closer and closer to the goal each time, but not quite able to punch it in. See if they're finally able to do it here on 3rd down. Powell again keeping it, again up the middle.
And punches in.
Yep. And powering the ball in for Powell. 6 more points for the Mavericks, and they now lead 26-22.
Mavericks did a good job capitalizing on a short field possession there, Matt. They, after holding the Tigers and forcing them to punt on their last possession, getting the ball on about the 35-yard line, really good drive.
It was about the 26th they started from, I think. It was a really short
That's
field.
right, it was.
But again, they took good advantage there as we have a penalty here on the extra point attempt.
False start.
Yep, false start against the Mavericks. So that's going to be a difficult conversion ahead for them.
I think they should try and kick here, Matt, in this situation.
That would be an interesting call. I think the first extra, kick extra point attempt of the season. Maybe in several years for the Mavericks. Actually, the Mavericks may have never attempted a extra point attempt in their, is this their 3rd season?
Yeah, I believe so. Another false start penalty?
Well, they may be punting for their extra point if they keep this up.
Don't think that's quite possible, but you can always be the first to try it, Matt.
So it'd be first, or not really first, but the extra point attempt now from the 13-yard line. We may actually see a passing attempt maybe on. We're probably a few false starts away from a punt yet, but definitely with this maybe pass territory.
Regardless, it is a difficult PAT conversion.
Again, not a position you really want to be in. Again, if they're able to convert this, they're at least up a touchdown, 6 points. Powell does drop back to pass and just overthrows his receivers. He had 2 downfield there. Torres, number 50, and Terhune, number 40, were both there. Powell just overthrows them both slightly. So no good on the conversion. Still, Mavericks have the lead, 26-22. And we'll take a quick break. Again, this broadcast made possible by 3-tier strategy. Content delivery specialists. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible. They provide video streaming and content delivery services for the Kiowa County Media Center, and we are very grateful for their help. As Powell kicks it deep, that is fielded by Caleros. Running to his left, cuts back inside. But good coverage by the Mavericks D. And that will pin the Tigers back relatively deep. Started about the 17-yard line.
2 yards more than they would have got it had they let it go through the end of the end zone.
Well, but that, to be fair, that was a shorter kick, and with a kickoff, you don't know if it's going to necessarily know if it's going to bounce back or bounce forward. So probably a smart play for the Tigers to just go ahead and take their chances on the return. And Nusser back in the shotgun. Low snap, going to run to his right. He's got some room and some blockers. Stumbling forward, and that's going to be a nice gain of about 8.
Really, really tough run by Nusser. He very, very difficult to take down. You have to about put pads on him. You can't just arm tackle him.
Yep. Again, good tough running from both quarterbacks, both Powell and Nusser tonight. Nusser gains 9 there. It'd be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, Artery was very lucky. He got him off balance, and Nusser pretty much fell down after the contact, after he broke free.
Nusser again in the shotgun. Handoff goes to Brown. And Brown is going to get enough for a first down.
4:40 left in the first quarter, or third quarter. Sorry, Matt, you've got me thinking like you do, calling them periods.
Hockey players are on strike. There are no third periods these days.
This is true.
Actually, they're not on strike. They're locked out. There's a big difference. Don't get me started on collective bargaining for sports, for pro sports. You don't want me to. Nusser pitches back to Brown. And he is met immediately by the defensive line of the Mavericks and dropped for a loss.
Good job by Heft. He really did a good job of shucking off his blocker and made a big tackle there.
So second and long 10, short 11 for the Tigers. And they'll go back with a couple receivers split out right, and Nusser in the shotgun. Quick flag there. We may have a false start, and we do. So it'll be second and about 16. Had a very penalty-free first half. I don't know if there was a single penalty called. Was there?
Yeah, there were quite a few.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I just apparently blocked that out.
Yeah.
Just observing, it seems like there have been quite a few here in the third quarter.
There was a legal substitution. There were a couple.
Okay, I believe you. I just don't pay attention or have a poor memory. And I am often wrong, as has been established. And Nusser's pass is complete. And that was, I don't know if that was a pass or that was actually looks like it was traveling backwards.
I think you were just remembering back to was it the Maxville game where about every other play was a penalty?
Don't ask me. I can't remember that far back. That was several weeks ago.
Yeah, it was fairly penalty laden, if I remember correctly.
At any rate, that was just a couple-yard gain on that pass play for the Tigers, so they're going to face third and about 13.
Hook and ladder.
Yep, hook and ladder play. Pass complete to Wade, who quickly pitches back to Reyes for a big gain.
Very well executed play. Maverick defenders were totally not expecting the nice little pitch back. Very good play call by the Tigers. Way to get themselves out of the hole they were in and move into Maverick territory.
So nice long gain for the Tigers there, and they are in position deep in Maverick territory to take this lead back. Low snap to Nusser. He's going to run to his right. He'll get out inside the 20 down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3. St. John being very deliberate in their huddle and play calling. Although it looks like they will have plenty of time to get this play call off before the play clock runs down. Nusser drops back to pass. Looking deep over the middle. Sorry, not over the middle, down the right side, but that is a touchdown pass to Long. Wade, sorry.
Again, Wade, Nusser pretty well put that right on the money. Wade was the only person that could even remotely catch it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yep, nice pass from Nusser, nice catch by Wade, and just like that, St. John has the lead again. Again, receiver, or sorry, the cornerback there, or D-back, Powell giving up quite a few inches to Wade. Difficult to defend. Brown takes the pitch, and he is going to get in. 2-point conversion good. So with that conversion and 2:02 left to play in the third quarter, Tigers retake the lead 30-26. And with that, we'll take a quick break. Hope you join us for the ensuing drive by the Mavericks. And welcome back. Again, St. John just scored a touchdown to retake the lead, 30-26. And hope Mavericks will try to answer. Short kick, that is covered by McDonald at the 35, so good field possession for the Mavericks again. Again, during that break, if you stayed with us, you saw the promotional video for the Lady Maverick volleyball team, who is state bound. So very proud of them and wish them luck this weekend at state volleyball. Behe gets the handoff around the left side, and he has got some room, and he is tripped up at the 10-yard line. Looks like it was Austin White saving the touchdown for the Tigers. So nice play for White to catch up to Behe.
Yeah, Behe did a really good job breaking that around the corner, and nice bit of running, juked a couple guys, barely got caught by his shoelaces at the 10. Big run for the Mavericks.
Be first and goal here. Powell going to keep it, running to the left. Gains a yard or two, brings up second and goal. So second and goal for the Mavericks from the 9.
Oh, okay.
Powell out of the shotgun. We have a flag that looks like that may be a false start on the Mavericks, and that is indeed the case. Second and goal from the 14.
I didn't see who that was that jumped there, Matt.
One minute left to play here in the third quarter. Second goal, Mavericks. Handoff goes to Behe, cuts inside. Still running, gets.
Oh.
I wonder what those flags were, but looks like
aiding the runner.
Aiding the runner. I didn't know that was a penalty. But McDonald did look like he was trying to drag Behe in the end zone at the end there. We do have an injured Maverick on the play, Eric Torres. Hope he gets up quickly. The assisting the runner penalty for 5 yards. Yeah, I did not realize that was a penalty.
Yes. You cannot carry your man across the line.
Can you push them?
Depends on if the defender, it's kind of a fine line. You know, if there are defenders pushing back and you're behind the runner pushing, then
because we see that all the time, pushing the pile forward.
It's a very fine line. That was pretty blatant because McDonald pretty well did pick him up and try to pull him across the line. But generally speaking, if it's a rugby scrum, so to speak, they're very reluctant to call it.
Yep.
Unless, of course, the ball carrier is not touching the ground at all.
Okay.
So if like offensive lineman picks him up and there's guys behind him and guys in front of him, that would not fly. That would be a penalty.
Okay. Well, again, training staff still attending to Torres, so we're going to take a quick break as they look after him, and we'll join you after we resume play. Welcome back. We are set to resume play after that injury timeout. Again, Eric Torres slow to get up and is being assisted off the field by Maverick training staff. Hope to see him back up and about soon.
Yeah, that's a big loss for the Mavericks. Torres is a pretty big force there on the defensive line. Let's see how Tedder does when he comes into the game here.
Mavericks face 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Let's see if they're able to convert for a touchdown and retake the lead. Handoff goes to Behe. Couple quick moves. Not quite in for a touchdown, but he's close. We're going to mark that down at about the 1-yard line, where it'll be 4th and goal. No doubt the Mavericks will be going for it.
Big 4th down here.
As we close down in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter, 4th and goal from the 1. Powell going to keep it. Fights off the first tackler and gets in for the touchdown. Nice run by Powell.
Big touch by Powell. He did a good job following his blockers, showed a little patience, getting in there, finding the gap. Sure will and determination got him in the end zone.
So tit for tat really here in the second half as the teams have been trading leads. Right now it's in the Mavericks' favor, 32-30, pending the extra point conversion. Handoff goes to Behe, and he is not able to punch it in. You got to think Mavericks have not had a successful conversion here tonight, I don't believe.
Not at all.
See if that may come back to haunt them, but for the moment, they are still up 32-30. Actually, that's not. We'll take a quick break and hope you join us here as we get close to the 4th quarter. And as we get set for the kickoff here, 5.4 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Mavericks lead 32-30. Kick is fielded near the goal line. Miro's running down the right side. He is finally dragged down about the 23-yard line.
Oh. Going to be a personal foul, I guess, but I don't know who on. Don't know if the Mavericks got in there late with that one or if there were some extracurriculars going on either side.
Officials are conferring. See what the call is. Personal foul is going against the Tigers, so they will be backed up to start the 4th quarter.
Did not see what was going on there, Matt, but that's, you never like to see that in a football game.
Yeah, again, there was quite the pile there at the end of that return, so kind of tough from our angle to see what went down, but the officials saw something they didn't like. And that'll be 15 yards. And it looks like the Tigers may start the 4th quarter inside their own 10. So
we truck down to the other end of the field.
Yes, yeah. We'll see where the spot is on the north side of the field now.
How about the 12?
12-13. Still, St. John has a long field ahead of them if they want to retake this lead as we head into the final frame.
Very good game. This is, I'd say, one of the best I think we've seen.
Yeah,
fairly clean, really, really evenly matched teams.
Mavericks, again, 2-2 at home. They've had 2 blowout wins against Skyline and Attica. Close loss against Maxville in another very good game, and a more not quite so close loss against Mineola as that pass falls incomplete.
Almost picked off by number 8 for the Mavericks.
Yeah, Reyes was the intended receiver for St. John. He actually tipped
Powell,
it.
Yeah.
Had a good chance to catch it, but Powell almost ended up coming up with it. Still incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for St. John. Nusser running to his left. No room whatsoever. He has dropped down at the 10-yard line for a 3-yard loss.
Really big stop. Nusser's been a real tough runner tonight, and so to keep him to a 3-yard loss is very big play. Very big play.
And again, big 3rd down here. The Mavericks get a stop. That is a huge momentum swing, and they may actually get a chance to go up by 2 scores. Conversely, St. John, keep your drive alive. They have, again, demonstrated that they are very capable of scoring touchdowns. Quick screen pass goes to Caleros, and he has a lot of room out in front of him, and he's going to get a 1st down.
Good play call there.
Yeah. St. John just spread the field out and just a quick dump pass up the middle, and a lot of nice yards after the catch for Caleros. More than enough for a 1st down, and St. John is again driving. First and 10 from the St. John 34-yard line. Handoff goes to Brown. He's got room up the middle. He's going to bring it out to about the 36-yard line, 37-yard line of the Mavericks. Close to a 1st down, but not quite.
Tiger offensive line did a really good job opening up a good lane for Brown to push forward and gain those 9 yards.
A lot of room there for Brown. Made the most of it. 2nd and 1. Nusser with the keeper up the middle. Nothing fancy there, just get another 1st down.
I like the way Nusser plays ball. He's very hard-nosed, runs north-south, takes the hit to the defender. It's my kind of football, Matt.
Oh, you are a K-State fan.
I am a K-State fan, yes. I do like a tough quarterback.
So another 1st down for St. John, gives them 1st and 10 at the Maverick, call that the 33-yard line. Tigers are going to have to kind of hurry this play up to beat the play clock. 5 seconds left. They do get it off. Pitched back to Brown. And he gets some good yardage out across the 30. And they're actually not going to mark him down until about the 26-yard line of the Mavericks. So another nice 8-yard gain.
Brown and Nusser are doing a really good job of running the ball on the ground for the Tigers tonight, Matt.
Nusser take the snap, fakes a pitch, running forward, and he's going to get another 1st down.
Again, you got to love that tough quarterback running.
So, again, Tigers putting together a nice drive here. 1st and 10, almost to the Maverick 20. Down 2 points with 9:49 to play. Nusser running to his right. Stood up, but not before he gains another 4 or 5 yards. St. John not doing anything really fancy on this drive, but they are being effective. 4 or 5 yards here, 7 or 8 yards there. And again, they're driving 2nd and 5.
And eating up the clock, too.
Clock, again, I would say at this point, with the close the game, is not quite a factor just yet. But again, just you're right, though. They are a nice time and possession drive, nice yardage drive. We'll see if they're able to end it with points. Nusser again up the middle, and again good yardage, and again a first down.
The Mavericks, especially with Torres injured, really giving up a lot of yardage right up the middle.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 9 for St. John. The lineup shotgun, 3 receivers, Brown the lone back. Nusser again keeping it up the middle. Not as many yards that time, but still positive. He'll bring it out to about the 5.
I would be surprised if I saw something other than Nusser carrying the ball here on the next couple plays. He's been doing a really good job following his linemen and moving forward.
Been very effective so far this drive. And again, that play call, very little that can go wrong. Ball doesn't change hands, and Nusser has been having success. Although he is going to drop back to pass it here. Looking for Wade again, but overthrows him. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, the Maverick defender fell down on that play, Matt. He had a wide open receiver in the end zone and just overthrew him.
Again, that was just kind of a post route to the corner. Just overthrown. So 3rd and goal here. Nusser passing again looking for Wade. Finds him that time, and St. John retakes the lead. Again, just that's pretty much been the story of the second half, is one score is answered by another. A lot of lead changes. For the moment at least, St. John leads 36-32, and they'll try to get a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, the Mavericks really don't have an answer for Wade in those short yardage up against the end zone. Big wide receiver. As long as the pass is on the money, he's going to catch the ball.
Again, just really hard for the Mavericks D-backs to match up against the 6'7" receiver in Wade. Just quarterback has to kind of get the ball up high in the general vicinity, and chances are he's coming down with it. Pitch back to Long, and he walks in untouched. And that's going to be 38-32, so Tigers up by a score.
Could make it real interesting coming down the stretch, Matt.
Very interesting. Again, the Mavericks have had difficulty converting PATs. Previously, I had mentioned that they hadn't converted one. They are 1 for 5 tonight, so they have scored 1. But again, that may come back to haunt them because touchdown-wise, they are even with the Tigers at this point. The difference is the Tigers have made the majority of their extra point conversions. Mavericks have only made 1, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt the Mavericks. But we're 7:54 left to play here in the game. Mavericks down by 6. Here comes the kickoff. Another short kickoff. It's fielded by Ardrey. He gets it out past the 30, down to about the 33.
Again, good starting field position for the Mavericks. They've got to answer on this drive.
Again, they have done so far this half. I don't know that we've had a possession that hasn't resulted in a touchdown, actually.
No, this second half, they've scored on every possession.
True of both teams, so we'll see if the Mavericks can keep the streak going and retake the lead. Powell keeps it. Not much room for him. He gets maybe a yard. Actually call that no gain. 2nd and 10. Handoff goes to Behe, cuts inside, but no room really for him to go anywhere. He may have lost a yard.
Yeah, the Tigers are really, really keying off the Maverick offense right now. It's almost like they know exactly which play Coach Young is going to call.
So that is a loss of 1 on the play, 3rd and long for the Mavericks, and this could be huge. Again, so far this second half, Mavericks have been able to answer every score. The Tigers have put it on the board. But again, time's ticking down. They're down by 6. They really need to answer that last score by the Tigers. Powell going to keep it, running up the middle. No room for him, however, and that's going to be another no-gain play. 4th and long. So it'll be an interesting call here for Coach Young. 4th and 11 from their own 33. Do you punt it here, play the field position game?
Absolutely.
Okay.
With the way the Tigers have been punching down the field, you really want to kick the ball, get good field position out of it.
That is the call. McDonald gets the punt off, and it's a nice long punt. Returned out past the 20, out to about the 22-yard line. Mavericks defense needs to stop here.
Ramirez did a really good job shirking the bullets that were coming down from the Mavericks.
Yeah, he had one Maverick defender in good position to make a play there, and that was Powell. Got away from Powell and was finally drugged down by Behe there. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 5:49 left to play. Tigers up by 6.
Mavericks in desperate need of a stop.
Pitch back to Long. He gains, call it 2, be 2nd and 8.
I would expect to see Nusser carry the ball here.
St. John in I formation. Handoff goes to Brown. Sorry, no, that's Long. Long gets another 2 or 3 yards. Out to about the 33-yard line of the Mavericks. Call it 3rd and 5.
Big 3rd down conversion here for the Tigers.
And again, big stop opportunity for the Mavericks. 4:42 left to play in the game. Unfortunately for the Mavericks, they are drawn off sides. Looks like that might have been Heft jumping early. And that may or may not be enough for a 1st down. Looks like it may be just shy. Or see if they're, looks like they're going to measure it. So we'll see if that penalty is good enough for a 1st down or if it'll be 3rd and short.
No, they made it.
Just by the very nose of the football, but that is a 1st down. So potentially very costly penalty for the Mavericks.
Penalties are a killer. They can really, really change momentum.
So fresh set of downs for St. John. They lead by 6, 4:17 to play. They are definitely allowing that clock to run as much as possible. Letting the play clock get back down below 5 seconds. Pitch back to Long. Nice run, and he's going to gain, called about 6 or 7 there. He's called out of bounds, but about midfield. So call it 2nd and 4.
Right at 4 minutes to play.
Lesser pitch back to Long. He's met in the backfield, and that's going to be stopped for no gain for the Mavericks. They're set up for another big 3rd down. Officials gave Long quite a bit of forward progress there. I guess he did dive forward at the end. So actually it ends up being a gain of a couple, 3rd and 3. That spot could prove pivotal here on this 3rd down. Nusser keeps it, dives forward, and that looks like it's going to be close to a 1st down. And by the spot, I'm guessing that will be. And that is a 1st down, so St. John keeps the chains moving and the clock ticking. Kiowa County really needs a stop.
St. John doing a really good job killing the clock here in this drive, Matt.
Again, under 3 minutes to play. Handoff goes to Brown. He gets good yardage out to about the Maverick 30. Called a gain of about 7. Nothing fancy on these last couple drives from the Tigers, just pounding the ball forward, getting yardage at 4 or 5 yards a chunk. But again, enough for a touchdown last drive and enough to really kill the clock here on this latest drive.
I think the story of the game so far, Matt, is the failed PATs by the Mavericks.
That is literally the difference so far, again, depending on if the Tigers are able to score here on this drive. Nusser keeps it running up the middle. Good job keeping his leg moving and really making something out of nothing. Gain of maybe just 1 as the Mavericks take a timeout with just 2:01 to play. 3rd and 2, it'll be a big 3rd and 2. Mavericks really need to stop. Welcome back to a very big 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play. Tigers up by 6. Pitch to Long. He breaks a tackle and is able to get a first down.
Really big play. He pretty well broke the back there.
That very well could be a back-breaking play for the Mavericks. Fresh set of downs for the Tigers, 1:56 to play. And again, Mavericks have already burned a timeout in the second half. So 1st and 10 at the Maverick 23, 1:56 to play. I think one more first down will do in the Mavericks.
Yep.
Pitch back to Brown. No gain for Brown, so good stop there for the Maverick defense. But again, clock is ticking. 2nd and 10. Minute 35 to play, 23 seconds on the game clock. Sorry, the play clock. So St. John will undoubtedly let that tick down as much as possible before running their final plays. And Nusser there, 5 seconds left to go on the play clock. And St. John.
I'm not entirely certain about that, them stopping the clock here.
Well, again, I'm not the St. John coach. I'm guessing he just wants to reiterate to his players that they're in a very good position here, and just be, protect the ball, don't turn it over, don't try to be heroic, just take what you're given, and again, the clock is in their favor, use it to their advantage. And stopping the clock here does not really help the Mavericks too much.
Saves the timeout for the Mavericks.
I would say not, because they were still able to burn 35 seconds, the full amount of the previous play clock off. So I'm not necessarily as much a disagreement with that call as you are. I think, again, it's a good opportunity to make sure your players aren't going to hurt themselves, that they're disciplined, and that they, again, don't try to do too much.
Stay in bounds.
Yep, stay in bounds.
Stay in bounds.
Keep the play running and don't turn it over. And Mavericks are again drawn offside. So instead of 2nd and 10, it'll be 2nd and 5. Nusser pitches back to Long, running around the left side. And clock is stopped.
Timeout.
So timeout by the Mavericks. He did stay in bounds. Minute 5 to play, 3rd and 5. Mavericks down by 6. So welcome back. Minute 5 to play, 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. They lead by 6 points with a minute 5 left to play. Mavericks really need to stop here if they want to win this game or even have a shot. Handoff goes to Brown. He brings it out to about the 15. And Mavericks will burn their final timeout of the game, stop the clock as they force the 4th and 2. So
this is the ball game here, Matt.
The next play will be the ball game. You are absolutely right. Mavericks get a stop, then they have a minute or just under a minute to march down the field and tie it up. If they don't get a stop here, the game's over.
Yep.
St. John takes a knee, and Mavericks won't have a chance to stop the clock. So, again, really this play is the game. We'll see what kind of play call St. John goes to. Got to think that they may go with just a run up the middle from the quarterback, Nusser.
Absolutely.
Again, hasn't been a lot of flashy plays by Nusser running the ball, but he has been fairly dependable in getting 3 or 4 yards at a time. So that's my prediction. Drop the middle from Nusser.
I would agree. Give it to your leader.
Again, but St. John has shown a little bit of trickery here tonight with a hook and ladder on a touchdown on that play, passing it and otherwise running down. So we'll see what they do. Here, this pivotal play of the game. Pitch back to Long. We're both wrong. He turns the corner, and that is going to be the game.
Yep.
Forced out of bounds at about the 10, but that's going to be enough for a first down. And barring a disastrous fumble on his snap, St. John will have this game wrapped up.
PATs. That is the story of the game.
Exactly right. Both teams had 5 touchdowns on the game. Unfortunately for the Mavericks, they were only able to convert 1 extra point conversion, whereas the Tigers had 4. Tigers do line up in the victory formation, take a knee, and I'm guessing one more of those, maybe one more of those, and that'll be game. I may actually take 2 more of those.
Any word on the status of the Maxville game?
I don't have one. So again,
who won? Good.
So we just received word that Fairfield did defeat Maxville by a fairly sizable margin. So despite this loss, Kiowa County will move on to the district playoffs. So
you hate to see that happen in defeat, but
yeah, not the way you want to roll into the playoffs. Again, depending on another team losing, but again, final score here, 38-32. Again, good game as we expected it to be.
Very evenly matched. Very evenly matched.
Got to give credit to St. John. They played a very good game, especially quarterback Nusser, getting it done both on the ground and with his arm. He did have 2 interceptions, but he also had some nice passes for touchdowns and also was very effective running the ball.
And I'd like to congratulate them on winning the district, and also wish both teams good luck in the postseason.
District playoffs will begin next week. So, again, congratulations to St. John for winning.
Absolutely.
And best of luck. I'm not sure who either team's opponents are going to be. But, again, the game you just watched were the first and second place teams of District 6. So, good game between 2 playoff teams. Unfortunately for the Mavericks, they just ran out of time. But still, pretty good game. And with that, that's going to be it for the football season for us.
I look forward to talking with you in basketball.
Yeah, again,
a couple weeks.
We won't be covering any playoff games, so we won't see you again until basketball season starts up here towards the end of November. Look forward to talking with you then. But until then, it's been fun calling football. Again,
absolutely.
Good luck to both these teams as they go on to their playoff schedules. But with that, we're going to sign off. Thank you for watching us here at the Kiowa County Media Center, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye.